Hey, welcome to the Lawson Brothers podcast. My name's James Lawson. I'm here with my brother, Sam Lawson.
Bro, let me tell my name.
Sorry,
let me say my name.
You said do the intro.
I did, but I always let you say your name when I'm doing the
Hey,
intro.
welcome to the Lawson Brothers podcast. My name's James. I'm here with my brother.
Yeah, I'm Sam Lawson, his younger, taller, better-looking brother. Golly, dude.
A little passive-aggressive this morning. Or maybe
I'm
just
offended.
Maybe just aggressive.
I can't talk for myself, so it's so good that I'm here with my 30-year-old brother who has no hair and a greasy forehead to speak for me. So good.
That was unkind. All right, well, hey, we're glad you're here. I'm not glad he's here, but I'm glad that you're listening today.
I do love you, James.
Whatever. I want to say
That was mean. I'm sorry, dude.
It's okay. I'm gonna wipe my forehead off now.
I'm like 20% as mean to you as you are to me.
That's not true. That's not true. I'm nothing but kindness.
So,
over here,
Braden, you're welcome.
Exuding from
that
my
was
heart.
me making an effort, Braden, to be meaner to James. But welcome, everybody. Hello.
We're glad you're here today.
Yep.
I'm glad you're listening. Honestly, we've been blown away by the response to this thing. I'll be honest, I never saw myself as a podcast kind of guy because everybody's got a podcast, and that's not a bad thing. Podcast is a great forum, but we have a podcast, and this is episode 5, and we're glad you're here. I think what Braden told us earlier is 47% of y'all are listening on Spotify.
That's
so if
cool.
if you're one of the 47%, thanks for listening on Spotify. There's other stuff you could be listening to, but we're honored that you chose us today. And for the other 53% of you that are watching, listening, wherever else you listen to podcast, thank you as well. We're glad you're there too.
James, I'm incredibly distracted right now
Why?
because I'm looking at your eyebrow, your left eyebrow, and it has like white hairs.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Like it's full of white hairs.
I have a skin condition. Thank you very much.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah, I really do.
Oh, are you playing or not?
No, I'm for real.
Stop.
No, I'm for real. It's called Vitiligo, Vitiligo or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, I've had it for like 5 years.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. It's okay.
Are you playing
No,
right
I'm
now?
for real. I'm for real. It's the thing where it's like I have a white patch right there on my face too. Do you see it? You can only see it in like certain lighting, but it's like where your skin just like loses pigmentation.
That's kind of adorable.
And
dude.
it kind of it wraps from like the left side of my nose up to my eyebrow.
Yeah, it's
I woke up with literally. It was
for real
about
right
4.
now? You're not playing?
No, I'm for real.
Okay,
I'm for
you're
real.
being serious?
It was about 4 years ago. I woke up one morning and I like looked in the mirror. You know, I was like brushing my teeth, whatever, and I had a white patch in my eyebrow, and I was like, "What in the world?"
Oh. Huh.
And then a few months after that, it was a boy state one summer, and like my face had been in the sun a little bit.
Okay.
Looked in the mirror again one morning. I was like, I've got a white patch on the side of my face.
Was totally about to make fun of you for having white hair, but
Make fun.
no. That's pretty cool. Actually, I really didn't know that.
Yeah. So, it's
not
like
being offensive.
It's like what the dermatologist told me. It's like an autoimmune thing.
Oh.
So anyway.
Like you just have a really good immune system?
No. There's like a fault in your autoimmune system. It's the opposite. It's not good. I mean, it's not like a problem. It's just like is what it is.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Yeah.
No.
Well, cool.
Yeah. It's genetic, so you might get it too one day.
It's possible.
You're gonna walk in with a big old white patch in your beard.
You said you had that for like 5 years? Or 3 years?
I want to say it showed up a little bit over 3 maybe, right about 4. It was right around the time Judah was born. So he's 3.
I really didn't know that. I wasn't.
Hey.
I was not trying to be
You're so observant.
rude to you. I was just like, dude, your eyebrows.
Listen,
Are
thick
cool
skin over here, man. Thick skin, unoffendable.
Thick
Can't
skin
offend
and
me.
thick eyebrows. Thick eyebrows.
Yeah,
They
anyway.
go hand in hand, they
Right.
say.
Well, hey, so
That's better than hairy feet.
Whatever.
I don't know how we got on that last.
let's talk some confessions for a moment,
Oh,
because we've been 5 episodes in now, and we've been wrong about a few things. Believe it or not, it happens. Sam, we were both wrong about the length of an NFL football game. You were wrong because you said it was 48 minutes long, and I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice. So that was pointed out. NFL football
Thank you,
games
Jeff
are
Case.
60 minutes long,
Thank
not
you, Jeff
48.
Case.
4 15-minute quarters.
Jeff was like, bro, he told me this morning, actually. After our workout, he was like, dude, your brother, who's a college football player, didn't even recognize the fact that you were completely wrong about the length of a football game.
It's been 10 years since I've seen the field.
Really?
9 years. 9 years.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh man,
That's what happens,
you've
man.
had a few boys in between then
well, I
and
haven't,
now. Well, Tara has.
Anyway,
Both of you contribute.
stop it. All right, let's.
That might be one of the things that Brayden. Yeah.
Let's just stop there.
Wrestling.
Second confession.
Dear goodness.
Let's talk about your metaphor usage for a moment. You made a reference.
I love metaphors. Dude.
We all know. If there was ever any doubt, just listen to the podcast. Guaranteed, Sam's going to make a metaphor, and it's going to take longer than it needs to.
My favorite metaphors that I have are like using candy bars to talk about music. Like a Reese's cup is incredibly musical.
It's not a candy bar.
A
though.
Kit Kat.
It's not a candy bar. Reese's
cup.
It's not a candy bar. A bar implies the shape of a bar. A Reese's cup is round, shaped like a cup.
I really, really believe that a Reese's cup is, in fact, a chocolate bar.
It's not. It's not a bar.
Here's the debate of the day. What qualifies a chocolate bar to be a chocolate bar?
It's a bar of chocolate, which is a fitting conversation for Valentine's Day. It is a bar of chocolate. It is chocolate in the shape of a bar.
Hey, man, a square is a rectangle, but a rectangle ain't a square.
And a Reese's cup is neither.
I think a Reese's cup's a chocolate bar.
It's not a square or a rectangle.
But an Almond Joy, I would definitely say, is a chocolate bar.
Yeah, it's a bar. It's in the shape of a bar.
But it's like an oval.
No, it's not. It's a bar.
It's like a stretched out circle. An oval is a stretched out circle.
Yeah, but it's a bar.
Is a circle an oval, or is an oval a circle?
Yes.
Okay, then a Reese's cup's a chocolate bar. Point proven, baby.
That's a leap.
Hey, you took it.
Metaphor usage. Metaphor usage.
Yes.
What was the metaphor that you used the other day?
I don't remember when I said this, but I was talking about Star Wars and Hoth, the white planet.
The snow planet.
The snow planet.
Frozen planet.
The wintry. Let it go. Isn't that Frozen? That's Frozen.
Judah's favorite right now.
Olaf is a stud and hilarious. Frozen 2.
Keep going.
Definitely better than Frozen.
Metaphor.
Oh,
metaphor.
Yeah, sorry. Yep. I said that when you, I'll explain the metaphor in a second.
No, you don't have to explain it. You can go back and they can go back and
there was
we don't have to explain the metaphor.
Okay.
It didn't make any sense. But keep going. Sorry. The episode was episode 3.
I love being understood, James. I just want to be understood.
Then you shouldn't use metaphors.
So I said that Han Solo was inside the Tauntaun on Hoth,
right,
and cut himself,
right,
like a place to get inside the Tauntaun.
Right.
But I was right about that. So all you people who are watching this and listening to this who didn't think Han Solo did the cutting, he did, and you're wrong. But I was wrong completely about who got in the Tauntaun.
I don't think you should tell the listeners that they're wrong.
They were wrong. They tell us that we're wrong.
But we were.
I wasn't wrong about that part.
Okay, well.
I was wrong about the guy who was inside the Tauntaun.
It was Luke.
And that was
Luke.
Absolutely Luke Skywalker. And thank you to lots of people.
So I had a few people that came up to me to ask about that metaphor. One person said that you were that she enjoyed the metaphor, that you were correct. It was Han Solo that cut into the Tauntaun.
Oh wow!
Another person came up to me and said, "I heard the metaphor. They didn't know if you were right or not, but they said that the metaphor made no sense.
Made no sense."
And I was like, "Welcome to the last 23 years of my life, where I've lived with Sam's metaphors, and the majority have made no sense."
Hey, you're either creative or you're not. You either get it or you don't.
What did Dad used to say? You either hang out with somebody who's got good sense, or you have good sense yourself. And you can decide for yourself which category Sam is in.
I've loved. Okay, so yeah, that's true. That's true. The best piece of advice that I loved from Dad that he still gives, he says, "Do you know what I'm talking about?" He says, "If stupid shows up," what does he say? Leave, baby. If stupid shows up,
you know what?
Get out of there.
Can I tell you something?
How tall?
Can I tell you something?
Get out. What?
Dad has never said that to me.
He's never said that to you?
So you can imply from that what you will. Because I have never received that bit of advice from Dad. It is Valentine's Day. Or, as Sam calls it in his world, Tuesday.
Dude.
Oh, that was good.
Ow.
Oh, that was good.
Bro.
That was funny. Ridiculous.
Dude, speaking of Valentine's Day, I used to love, yes, it's just Tuesday for Sam. But that's okay. It's okay. Because you know what yesterday was? Monday. You know what tomorrow is? Wednesday. Oh, man. Oh, dude.
What?
I just got a text from the one and only Brian Burton.
Oh, yeah?
And that man is just so fun. He's
There you
just
go.
anyway, love you, Brian. He listens to this. Love you, Brian.
Brian Burton is the man. Brian Burton wrote a phenomenal Monday motivation email yesterday. And I actually texted Brian after I read it because it was really, really, really good.
Yeah.
Catch us up. Let's Brian, we're going to use your words if that's okay. And I'm gonna pull that real fast because I just want it was really, really, really good. Mm-hmm. And Brian was talking about in this email the antidote for entitlement.
Yeah.
You know, we live in a day and time where we think we deserve it. Whatever it is, we deserve it. And Brian made a great point from Luke 17 that God doesn't owe us anything. Rather, we owe him everything, and that's a great reminder. Great reminder on a Tuesday. We owe God everything. God owes us nothing. He has done everything in Christ that we could ever ask him for. So that just got really serious there for a second. But shout out to Brian Burton.
Shout out Brian Burton.
Great encouragement.
Yeah, and it makes a little fella like me just enjoy Tuesday. It's Valentine's Day to everybody else.
I got a quick story for you this morning.
10:25.
We were out for a jog this morning. Me and Tara and Judah, my 3-year-old, and we're nice. Running back behind our neighborhood. And there is a chicken that lives in the woods.
Really?
Back behind the neighborhood. He's there every morning in the woods doing his little scratching, cock-a-doodle doing. And it's a rooster. Judah has named it Hey Hey.
Hey Hey.
After Moana, the chicken in Moana that swallows the rock. Judah has named the chicken Hey Hey. Every morning we go, if we're back there, Judah's looking for Hey Hey. And so we're jogging down the path, and Hey Hey the chicken will literally come and jog.
No way.
But I promise, dead serious, true story. You can ask Tara or Judah. Judah's not quite as reliable a source as Tara, but you could ask him anyway.
Yeah.
And Hey Hey will come and he'll jog along beside the stroller over this stretch of woods.
You're serious?
I promise, where he lives. and so
is he behind a fence or is he open?
No. He's out in the open. And he just jogs beside the stroller. So this morning it was Judah. I'm pushing Judah in the stroller. Tara's got Yoda, our golden doodle. And so it's golden doodle, Tara, stroller with Judah, me, and a chicken.
And Hey Hey.
And Hey Hey, the chicken. running,
you.
like a chicken. And the whole time, Judah is talking to Hey Hey. But this is how Judah talks to Hey Hey. This is what Judah, he doesn't cock-a-doodle do or crow or cluck. He does, this is what he does. He'll go the whole time, as we're running beside this chicken. Okay. And so today, as we're going beside
one more time.
That's what he does. That's how it's Judah's hey, chicken. And it's that's what he does.
That's awesome.
And so the chicken's running along beside us, and Judah's Daddy, pet the chicken.
Oh gosh.
And I was okay.
Yeah.
Because he he gets really close. He wants you to talk
Hey
to
Hey's just he's just out on his morning stroll, baby. Taking in
so
the
Judah's
sun.
Daddy, pet the chicken. And so me, trying to be a good father, say yes to my kids. I'm what could go wrong? I'm going to pet the chicken.
Did you really?
And so I walk over to Hey Hey, and as I get closer to him, he starts going, bark. And he's raising one leg, foghorn leghorn style.
Yeah.
And Tara's you're gonna get flogged. You're gonna get flogged. And so, but I get closer to him, and he starts coming towards me.
Yep.
And so I'm maybe
he's
wants to talk.
Welcoming.
I'm okay. He's not doing the wing thing. He's not flapping. He's not
he's
hunkered.
flattering you.
Yeah, he's trying to be nice. And so I'm okay, maybe Hey Hey wants to be petted this morning.
Hey Hey's a dog, man.
And so I reach out for Hey Hey. and he like squawks and pecks my hand. And I mean, I've got like it broke the skin. Like I've got like there and there. And Judah's like, that chicken bit daddy, you know? And like, I'm like, oh my goodness, that chicken just like baited me in.
Seduced you, bro.
He drew me in, and when I reached for him, he pecked me. And like I didn't know that chicken. I was watching his feet.
Oh yeah,
because I didn't want like the feet to go crazy. I didn't want to get flogged on a Tuesday morning.
Dude, no.
So I wasn't watching his beak, and he literally bit my hand. So I'm like, well, dude, and then Judah, of course, was like, Daddy, I don't think you should have petted the chicken. Hey is not friendly. I was like, Judah, you told me to pet the chicken.
Hey's not a bro.
Not a bro. So that was this morning, but it reminded me of a moment in your life.
Oh, yeah.
When I called you on the phone, and there was a lot of commotion happening when I called you on the phone. Tell me about that moment. Do you remember?
I'm thinking of a 6-week period over COVID in 2020. Is that what you're thinking of?
When you decided you wanted to be a chicken farmer.
Yeah. Well I did. When did you call me though? That's what I'm trying to remember. At what point did you call me?
Well, at the point, what was the chicken's name?
Martha May.
At
May.
The point when Martha May was squawking like somebody was plucking her feathers and chasing you across the yard.
That was one. Oh, yeah.
You answered the phone and you're like, hello? And I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, Martha May's chasing me across the yard.
Yeah. So, okay, So, story time. COVID 2020 hits, right? I'm like just now fresh home from North Greenville because we were going to do a musical called Brigadoon. It's a Scottish musical. And side note, I was playing like the heartthrob of Brigadoon. My name was Charlie Dalrymple. And I had worked on with my fellow musical theater friends at North Greenville in the fine arts department. We'd been working on our Scottish accents, going to like vocal training classes and seminars to work on our accents. Anyway, we're like working real hard on this musical. Boom, COVID hits.
COVID shuts you down.
Shuts us down. We got to go home. In Liberty, right?
So Sam's like, I need something to do.
I need something to do, man. I'm heartbroken. We've been putting our blood, sweat, and tears into this musical, learning how to dance.
And your answer was Martha May.
Martha May, yeah, walked up.
The egg-laying chicken.
She laid 16 jokers in a nest that my great aunt Patty and I one day heard. And we heard a little chirping. We're like, oh, where's that at? And so we like start walking around the house and looking for it. And we get up to the front of the house, and we still hear it. And so I got down on my knees and look underneath our bushes and stuff. And back there in the corner, you know, that corner beside the steps, I looked in the corner of the house. Hey, there's this brooding mother hen all bowed up on her eggs, warming them, brooding it, right? And sitting on a nest of eggs. And so we start watching them. We're like, all right, for the next several days, we're going to see what happens here. One night, I think we were eating dinner. And, you know how Liberty is. It's quiet, and you can hear whatever. You can hear whatever happens outside pretty audibly from inside. And we hear, I can't do the chirping sound, but whatever a baby chick chirping sounds. Braden, put a little sound of chirping here for the listeners. And we look out the window. Bro, ain't no Martha May on that nest anymore. Martha May's off of it, and around her are about 12 little baby chicks just walking around. And so Dad and I are like, we got to do something.
we got chickens everywhere.
We got chickens that have been hatched, free-range chickens. So we started doing some research.
Free-range.
That's what they are. They're free-range chickens.
They're in the front yard.
From the weed house down the road who have walked up to our place.
That's
and
right.
So,
you don't even know where Martha May came from.
Oh, I do.
You didn't know where she came from. That's all another story. Though.
We're not talking about that today. We're not talking about that day. But down the road, there are all these chickens. There have been a bunch of roosters and stuff.
Yeah.
And hens walking around and stuff that we've seen. But Dad and I, we get this idea. We're like, all right, we've called up our friends. Brian Clevenger, talked about him a few episodes ago.
Who has chickens.
We're like, all right, Brian, what do we do? What do we do? And Brian gives us a game plan. He's like, all right, when the sun goes down, get you a little plastic tub and go out there and dropped the tub on them. And no, I'm wrong. He gave us 2 plans.
Okay.
The first one, if he gave us 2 plans, what happened with the first plan? Unsuccessful. The first plan was this. He said, Sam, mother hens at nighttime, they calm down a little bit. Let me be real quick to say, lie. They don't calm down at nighttime at all. I get up there and I start like tiptoeing around it. And like, I'm going through the bushes and I reach down.
Because you're trying to pick Martha May up.
I'm trying to pick
behind.
Martha May up from behind underneath her
right,
because we're going to put her in a crate.
Right.
We're going to take care of her.
Right. She
Mother
was
hen,
not aware.
Mother hen needed a daddy. Mother hen needed a daddy.
She was not aware that your strategy was kindness.
No. So I get down there, and I've got my work gloves on. I'm like, not an idiot like you and just reach at a chicken and get pecked by a chicken. I take my work gloves, and I try to scoop her up. All right, so she's in a corner.
Right.
Her back's to the corner. She's watching me this whole time. And I'm like acting like she don't see me or anything.
Right.
And I'm walking with these gloves and I scoop the left arm. He said, make sure you get the wings.
Yeah, pin the wings.
Pin the wings against the body. Left wing, pinned. Right wing, feels her left wing get pinned, flips out. So she starts flapping. I reach and I grab her by the leg and she's squawking and flapping and Dad's rolling laughing on the steps at Liberty, and he's just making fun of me. And I'm like losing my balance because I've got this chicken by the leg squawking to death. It's pitch black, so we don't have any lights or anything outside. Right. And this chicken and flapping around me, hitting my hand, and this joker goes nuts. So plan 2 comes up.
So you put the chicken back.
I let the chicken go. She's worked up, dude. She's pacing back and forth. So a couple days later, plan 2 was a little better executed. We take a little plastic tub and drop it on top of her and then scoop her up, put a lid underneath it, slide all the chicks in there. Okay, so plan 2 worked. And we had already rigged up like this crate. We put like some of the wood pellets down in the bottom of it, wood chips.
Like the cedar shavings.
With the cedar shavings on top of that. Give them a nice little bed.
Yeah.
Got a little feeder, all this kind of stuff. We were like, we're going to have chickens on the homestead. Whatever.
Do you have any chickens now?
No. Because we did some research and found out these chickens were Albany game fowl, American Albany game fowl chickens.
I'm Googling that right now.
Bred, check this out, solely for the purpose of cockfighting. And so we're like, oh my word, we've got a bunch of like chicken warriors.
Wait a minute. That's what Hey Hey looks like.
Then that's what it is. That's what you know what I found out?
That's what Hey Hey looks like.
Hey Hey did what Martha May did to me when you called me. Martha May, if you looked, I dove deep into researching this breed. How they do what they do is they seduce.
Well, that's what he did. He baited me right in.
They seduce their prey,
and
they act like they get all sweet and warm.
They're friendly.
And they're friendly.
They want to talk to you.
And they act like they're wanting to be sociable. When you get within striking distance, boom, switch flips.
That's exactly what happened. I got the blood on my hand to show it.
They go. So the time that you called me, I had like some little layer pellets in my hand.
Yeah.
I was like, here, Martha, come here, girl, come here.
So you're trying to flip it on her. You're trying to bait her. You're going to try to bait her in.
I'm trying to bait her in,
capture her.
And she walks up to me. She's like, and her little head's just going back and forth. And she starts like clucking and walking around and pacing. I'm like, oh yeah, we're there now. Yeah, you love me. I want the best for you, Martha May. I want the best for you.
I want the best for you.
And I'm like, let me help you. This will get spiritual. Yeah. I'm like, I know what's best for you, Martha May. Let me just give you my wisdom. Let me give you my wisdom. And Martha May's like pacing and strutting.
If you're listening, let me just say, if you're listening on Spotify, please go to YouTube so you can watch Sam's impression of Martha May the chicken. It's worth 5 minutes of your day to see Sam doing the Martha May.
And so she walks up to me.
Might be the newest TikTok trend, the Martha May.
Hit a little bit of shoulder action there.
Keep going.
And so she walks up to me, and I really think this is about to be the bond that
This is the
takes
moment.
place.
This is the moment.
This is the moment. And
This
she
is
gets-
what turns Tuesday into Valentine's Day, right?
Yeah,
here, the moment.
yeah. This is the moment. Down on a knee, Martha May, with these layer pellets. Will you take my hand in marriage, baby? Let me put a ring on it. I love you. Let me put a ring on it, Martha May. And so she starts walking. This is ridiculous.
This is ridiculous.
She starts walking towards my hand, and about the moment where she gets within like eating distance, she turns. Her eyes get bloody red. Steam's coming out of her ears, little devil horns poke out of her forehead, and her wings come up, and it's as if like she became a phoenix and fire just started blasting out of her legs and all that stuff. Flying at me, squawking. I took off sprinting across the yard, and I've never seen a little chicken with his legs as small as Martha May's were run so fast. I'm a grown man. I'm fast, athletic. I took off, boy. And she's like, growl, Sam, I'm going to kill you, boy. And so I start videoing it, dude. It's ridiculous. And
Oh, man.
golly, but Martha May, I wrote a song. I said, Martha May, you missed out on a good old friend because you walked away.
You wrote a song about the chicken?
Yeah, I'm working on it. Martha May. Oh, Martha May.
Oh, man.
You left me dry, and now I'm hanging on to see the light of day. Something like that. Working on it. Drop D's going to be like Chris Stapleton.
Hey, did you hear Chris Stapleton's national anthem at the Super Bowl?
No,
did you
bro.
see it?
No, I didn't.
Dude.
We were still in Bible study at the time. Remember?
There's YouTube. You can watch it later. I was in Bible study, too.
I need to pull up the YouTube and watch
It was good.
It
It was good. Yeah, it was really good.
Really?
It was really good.
He's so good.
Super talented. Just it was him, an electric guitar.
Oh, really?
It was pretty exceptional.
Wow.
It was great. It
Yeah,
was
I'm
great.
going to have to watch that.
Yeah. Anyway,
That's
there
cool.
it is. There's the chicken story for the day. And one of the other confessions. We have one more confession. We said,
How long has this been going
I don't know, but we said episode 2 that we were going to aim more at the 30-minute mark.
Yeah.
And then that episode went for like 50 minutes. And I think we said the same thing in episode 3, and it went long too.
Yep.
So
seriously, how
sorry,
long-
we apologize. I have no idea how long we've been talking.
I think we're at like 25.
All right. Well, hey, let's
take 10. Let's take 10.
Let's wrap it up for today.
Yeah.
Let's wrap it up for
Okay.
today.
All right.
Because we want this podcast to be fun and encouraging and helpful. And so let me make a couple of closing remarks
Sure,
here, if
dude.
that's all right.
Oh, yeah.
We want
Put a ribbon on the present
let's
wrap it up.
Wrap it up and put a bow on.
Label
top.
that joker to the listeners from the Lawson brothers. Happy Valentine's Day.
There you go.
That's my remark. That's it.
So we love hearing the feedback from you guys that are listening, and we want this content to be helpful and encouraging, and hopefully if it makes you spit your coffee a little bit on the way to work in the morning with some laughter, bring some joy into your life. That's a good thing. So along those lines, we want to hear from our listeners. We want to hear from you. What do you have questions? Do you have topics you want us to delve into? The last few episodes, we've had some fun on the front end, and then kind of tried to steer the conversation a little more serious on the back end, which is, it's quite often that's kind of how our conversations go. We go in and out of, we have a lot of fun, and we also
This is real life, what we're doing right
yeah,
here.
like
This
we have
is
a lot of
pretty-
fun. And we also dig into some pretty serious stuff throughout the time that we get to spend together. So just let us know. Let us know what's been helpful, what's been encouraging, what you want to hear more of. If it's more chicken stories from Sam, I'm sure we've got more. But we want to be helpful, encouraging. We don't want this to become just another podcast. There are enough of those in the world.
Right.
We want this to be helpful and encouraging, and something that ultimately is good for the church and good for you. So,
if there's anything that we know, it's. I'm thinking about, hey, running beside of Yoda, and Yoda's tongue just flapping around.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Yeah,
exactly
hey.
it.
I don't know. I just thought if there's anything that we know, so we don't know anything.
So we don't know anything.
Yeah.
But we do know that we're grateful for you for
Amen.
listening.
Oh, yeah.
Sam, I'm grateful for you, man. Thanks for the humor and the joy that you bring to Summerville and to our lives. We're grateful for you, man.
Grateful for you,
and
dude.
regardless of what you say about my eyebrow, forehead, whatever. No, I'm not falling for that one again.
Right,
Put your
let's
hand
hear
down.
it.
Nope, not doing it.
I'm serious.
Love you, man.
Love you too.
Have a great Blue Flame day.
See y'all.
We will see you next time.
Love you.